Welcome to another tutorial. I'm your host Fraser and this is a Great Vision production. In this example, I am demonstrating how classes work. It's very basic. So I have an example class called exam class. My functions are all public, okay? I only have two basic functions. One is called a string example, EX, which just prints out, which is a void function and basically just prints out a statement on the screen. So an example of a string class. That's the string that it's gonna print out. And then I have another function called sum, which uh, takes two parameters, x and y, adds them together, prints out the statement, and then returns an integer of sum. Okay, sum is here. So basically what I'm trying to do in this fun like demonstration of a video is just working through the idea of object oriented programming. So in order for you to use the functions in class in public, I mean, in order for you to use the examples I have given of the functions that I've created in my class function, you have to create an object. Okay, um, object oriented programming allows you to use different types of functions in your class. Okay, so my string, my the name of my object is obj. Okay, it can be anything, uh followed by a period, and then the name of my function. Okay, so remember I wrote down, I have a code of two functions. So I have a string example and a sum function. So obj allows you to just call up your, what you call this, your functions within the class functions that you've created. So my string example basically just prints out a statement. Okay, it's a void function. My someone my sum function is an integer one, and it returns an integer. So as you can see, it's two different types of function. One is a void function and one is a integer function. In object oriented programming, um, when you create a class, you can create as many classes as you want in your class. Okay, um, make sure that they're public. You have different types of classes. You have private classes, and this one is just public, meaning that it can be used in my main function. So I have two examples: a void function called a string example, and I have a integer function called sum, which just adds two random numbers. It doesn't matter what it is. Here I just use 1 and 2. So let's build and run to see how it goes. My first run. So an example of a string class was what you call this? The string that I wanted to print out on the screen. And then the next part, the sum. So the summation of two random numbers. Remember, I passed in 1 and 2, and 1 plus 2 is 3. So over here, let me just change one small thing and make this a random number. For instance, let's make it 300. So I'll build and run one more time to demonstrate. So it's 300 plus 10 is 310. Okay, so thank you for watching. I know this video might have been a bit confusing, but the idea is to know that in my class example, I am able to write a class, define a few functions, create an object for me to run the functions I've created in my class, and that object allows me to use the function in my class. And remember, my functions in my class do not only have to be void or integer, it can be any type of return values that you are working with. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.